I can do that because I don't have any balls either. Give it up for Jessica. That's awesome. I'm in trouble because I told my wife I was so excited to come behind Jessica, and I'm now sleeping on the couch. But Jessica and everybody else, a lot of beautiful women, even with the floodlights on there. Give it up for the beautiful ladies in the house. I used to like beautiful women until I married one. Then I could never win an argument. You know, it's always like, I don't know, why do I have to flush the toilet after I've used it? It's been there for like 3 hours. And then I always think, oh, well, you know, would a beautiful woman have a reasoning? And then I have to flush the toilet. It gets on my nerves. Also, I kind of feel like weird, like Quasimodo kind of, like whenever she leaves, you know, I'm always like, what are you doing? I got this big like hump. Actually, I'm really cheap, so I bought a Wii to act as my hump. And also got like the Wii like that. I was like, come back! I just watch Disney cartoons all day. Sorry. But like, so I married a woman. She's above my station, and me being the food addict that I am, I think, is that the fondue station or the filet mignon station? And it's always the fondue station because everything kind of tastes kind of weird a little bit at first, but eventually you kind of get to like it. Especially with a lot of cheese there. So I'm a fat American. I think it's positive. I think it's about time that we come out of the closet and start our own political movement. A couple rules, but yeah, some of the fatties there. Look, it's totally okay if you're in a different ethnic group, whatever, that you want to sit together at a table, but it's not okay to force like fat people to sit together. It's never in the room. Especially on like trains or planes and stuff. Like I always get a ticket next to another fat person. But you always got to buy like an extra hat for that one like seat there that no one can get to, except for maybe our bags and our arm. Occasionally my elbow, you know how fat I am that day. That's really about it. Rule number 2, please, just because you have to pass gas, don't come sit next to me. Like, I know you think, oh, well, like, out of the 2 of us, you're the one that's most likely to actually take the blame. I'll do it. I know it's my American duty. I know it's my patriotic. I know it's Barack Obama presidency and racism is over. I just gotta take it as a fat guy. I appreciate it if you just get to know me just a little bit better. It's also kind of weird, too. I kind of wish that there'd be more activities for fat people. Like, I used to horseback ride when I was like less fat. I guess they call it chubby fat. Because, you know, it was just cool, and Mom wanted to move out to the suburbs. And hey, what if black people not take horseback ride? Cool, we'll do that. And but you know what they call like horseback riding in Africa? They call it camel making. Like, you don't have fat people in Africa. Hey, Rasheed, come here a little bit and make a camel. I'm like, one of these days I'll go tell fat jokes in America. And I'll leave it to You'll see. So, but I've been on a diet, especially because I was just seeing some of the folks here who were of an incredible workout regime. And I was inspired, so I thought, you know, lose weight. But you know, you have a problem, like whenever you get home and it's been, 7 hours since you see that piece of food and you're like, it's been 7 hours since I had French fries. Singing that, I recorded it, I put it on YouTube, and I think I got a problem. This is probably do something about that. Another thing that kind of bothers me about my fat, since the physical appearance, the fact that I wear Batman clothes, I think it makes it look cool, is that I get like migraines sometimes, which means that this really cool political statement I was making, I bought this kick-ass Malcolm X hat, but with my migraines I get colorblind, and the problem with the Malcolm X hat, it's actually a Confederate flag. So I've been kicked out of the Worcester chapter of the NAACP, which is fine. I mean, it's just me and like 3 other Mexicans there. I've been seeing like racism everywhere. Actually, the other day, some of my friends, I got really good friends because they go with me, and we were in a parking garage, and we parked in the hybrid car place. I was like, man, this isn't a hybrid car. Where are you parking it? He goes, well, I am half Chinese. I said, okay. We'll go that way. His also name's Griffin Minotaur, but I don't know if you... Okay. I played too much D&D, apparently. I get the Minotaur reference. Sorry. But I was actually up in Maine with my wife, and we saw a Confederate flag outside of a gun store. I guess we were kind of asking for it because we were looking at a gun store. But I was like, we're like 3,000 miles, like north of the South, and they had like these Confederate flags everywhere. And it's like, we won the Civil War, I think Maine was a part of Massachusetts. I don't think Maine ever has, why is there a Confederate flag up in Maine? And then actually I was just sort of driving around. I was driving to, you know that IKEA that's actually down in Connecticut? You know, the IKEA is the store where you can get like, you know, nice comfortable chairs, you know, phone that's shaped like a penis or whatever. And so we were down there, and I saw a Confederate flag stand. Actually, it was a flag stand. Now, it was a 4x4 flag stand. Now, I'm sorry I said 4x4. I know some of you are doing the math in your head, but I'll walk you through it. We're not doing complicated derivatives. But it had 16 flags and 4 rows. And, you know, first row was American flags. Second row was like, you know, a couple Canadian flags, maybe a flag from like Italy and like Puerto Rico, stuff like that. Then there's the state of Connecticut. And the last thing was Confederate flags. So I was like, in Connecticut, next to a Swedish IKEA store, there's Confederate flags. And so I was like, I'm not even gonna bother with it. Plus, because I was kind of hoping, I had other thoughts for the penis phone, if you know what I'm saying. Which is also kind of weird. So I got a lot of friends who are kind of like homophobic. Like they don't even like when they're on the subway and they accidentally like touch somebody's hand or whatever. You know, that's how homophobic they are. I'm fine with it. I mean, actually, with this, like, you know, my man moves, if you will, and my stomach UJ day, sir, my stomach UJ day. I got like dudes like hitting on me all the time, and you know, once you get used to it, it's kind of fine. You know, it's just gotta take it, really. But so we're down, so we get out, and I noticed actually 2 people have bought this Confederate flag store. Sorry, these Confederate flags from these Confederate flag racks. And then, you know, the next day we go down there because I was having some envy of the penis phone, and so we had to return it. And I noticed that actually this guy had not only he filled the 2 that was bought just the day before, but there's actually more Confederate flags. There's actually an additional row of Confederate flags. I mean, this guy has inventory. He apparently has Confederate flag customers. I was like, I gotta see this. So as I'm walking out there, I see this guy who was of not of American descent. He was a little bit darker, people say. And he was also wearing a turban. And he had a sign that said, I'm Iran, and I rock the Ayatollah. So I figured that he was not Iran, he could have been whatever. And I was like, hey, this is awesome. This is the American story. This guy's not from here, and he's making a profit off of our racism. That's beautiful. It made me cry. I was saying, I had a little flag on and everything, and my wife was in a Betsy Ross costume, like making out American flags. And so I go in the store, I'm thinking, but there's something about this cat looks familiar. And I go in the store and he goes, hey, Rasheed, just come in and make some more pills! There you guys, Rasheed.